Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 5 of Creating the Pokédex with Mediocre Art. This time, I got to make Dunsparce, which is a super boring, nondescript Pokemon that I don't think really serves much purpose. It's like the Magikarp without the Gyarados. But I didn't get to decide what I was gonna do. If you haven't seen my previous videos, I went on Microsoft Excel and I randomized all 890 Pokemon to decide what order I'd make things in, and I just had the luck of doing Dunsparce. So I'm still sticking with papercraft for a lot of these, so I trace it out and cut it with precision scissors. And here, he's got like the teal body markings and belly marking. And I just kind of use the body to like trace the shapes out before I cut them so that they fit well with the base layer that's already there. This is actually the second time I've recorded audio for this. I accidentally used my laptop microphone instead of the fancy microphone I bought. And at first I thought it was like, oh, I put background music and now my speaking sounds terrible. What did I do? It must be my fault. Well, I guess it was my fault, but it was the microphone. So I'm recording this again. So here I've cut out his little mouth, and then I'm gonna cut the belly. I'm really confused as to why Dunsparce is a normal type Pokemon when he looks a lot like a bug. I don't really get it, but who knows? So I'm just gluing all of these down, and since I have to watch this again, I'm pretty sure right after I get my pen out and I trace around everything. Let's see if I'm right. Oh, yep. Yep, tracing with the Micron pen. I've been debating if instead of tracing with that, I switch to like using acrylics because it will kind of pop out more. But I'm really lazy and like I'd have to let that dry and then I have to come back. So I don't know. I'll probably just keep using the Micron pen. Like, quality is not the main goal here. I'm just having fun making brief, quick art projects. So, Dunsparce took me 45 minutes, I think. And it was a nice little activity after I got off work to sit down and make it. Okay. So here, I got my little circles of paper out to use to make the eyes. But I made a mistake and I was like, oh, I need to trace the circle over the teal paper to get teal eyes. And you'll see I cut out some really crappy teal eyes. And then I remember I have the giant hole punch to make these circles in the other room. So after I cut them out and was disappointed, I remembered and I went and got the hole punch. I think that happens sometimes though, when you get really absorbed in a project and you just forget that you have certain supplies and ways of doing things. So to cut like the center part of these out, I use my magnetic cutting mat and an X-Acto knife. And it's not perfect, but it's certainly better than the eyes I made before the hole punch. You know how there's like websites that rank people's favorite Pokemon? I think maybe Reddit or somewhere else. I wonder where Dunsparce falls on that in terms of popularity, because I can't imagine it being a big fan hit. You know, it's not Charizard, but I guess if I was trying really hard to get viewers and and stuff, I would just make the popular ones, but no. Why not just challenge myself to make all 890 in no discernible order? I think that's like the definition of chaotic neutral, just like not caring. Yeah, I realize that people probably aren't coming here to see like really high quality stuff, but I do hope that it kind of inspires you that you can just go and craft whatever you want and it can be whatever quality. Like, it's just important that you're being creative and having fun, giving yourself something to do if you're stuck at home like me. So now I'm just picking out like the background papers, and I think Dunsparce is usually found in caves, but since he looks like a little bug you'd see on a tree, I wanted to do like some floral. So I picked out this floral paper, and then I went through my washi tapes, and I found one that looked kind of like bark on a tree or like wood. So I ended up using that for the base of the picture. And I ended up like leaving a little bit of the paper showing. I didn't line this up quite perfectly, so I just covered it up some more, and I figured Dunsparce would kind of cover the layer and it wouldn't look so imperfect. Or it would look imperfect, and it wouldn't matter, because I did it in 45 minutes. So now I'm just figuring out where I have to cut the floral paper. I actually have, what is it? It's like by X-Acto Knife Company, one of those things with the sliding blade, and it cuts a perfectly straight line. But it's not in this room, and I'm lazy, so I just cut it by hand. But I think that's about it for this video. Just adding a little bit more washi tape and then gluing Dunsparce down. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. If you haven't seen my other videos, feel free to check them out, or don't. Whatever you want to do. And to my friends and family that I normally craft with, take care, stay safe, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye!